Welcome back to day 4 of Vlogmas. Hi everyone, it's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, give this video a like, and make sure that you hit that notification bell as well. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel, and I want to thank you guys so much for sharing my videos. We are getting we are getting there slowly but surely. We are getting there to 500 subscribers. That is my next goal. It was December 1st, but we're going to make it January 1st, bringing in the new year at 500 subscribers. So please make sure that you're sharing my videos as well too. In today's video, we're actually going to do some keto meal prep. I've been really busy, as you guys know. I mention it in every video. You're probably getting sick of me saying it because at this time of year, everybody's busy. But today we are going to do some meal prep just so that we're prepped a little bit for our meals. We're not grabbing things that we shouldn't. And, we're staying on track. As well, too, make sure that you're following the YouTube channel, Loving It on Keto. I have mentioned their YouTube channel a couple days ago. They are doing a Christmas Crunch Challenge to keep you on track before Christmas. So let's look and see what today is. All right, you guys. So today is December 4th. So it's no fasting. Eat 2 to 3 meals, no snacks, and make sure that you're having your collagen. I have printed it off. I printed mine off in black and white, you guys. I have it on my fridge. And yeah, make sure you go and watch their video. Tell them that Janet Greta sent you, and go down in the description and you will find this PDF file for the Christmas Crunch Challenge to print off. And it's a good way just to stay on track. So I'm going to be meal prepping a few things. I'm going to make spaghetti squash for the first time. I'm going to make that kind of like in a baked spaghetti kind of scenario. So you will see me make that. A lot of these things don't have really a recipe to follow. It's just things that I've thought of that I think I'm going to make, and I'm going to prep as well too. I'm also going to make bacon wrapped hot dogs. I'm going to have that meal, and I think I'm going to prep some sausages and try some of that that cauliflower rice that I bought the other day in my grocery haul video that I posted yesterday. I will link that video here. Make sure you're catching up on all my Vlogmas videos as well too. I know today is only day 4, but also, I'm going to be doing a playlist too with all of my Vlogmas 2020 videos as well too. So if you're missing any, make sure you go check that playlist and watch the ones that you haven't watched already. So anyways, come with me today. I'm on my way to work. I work at Winners today, which is the same as a TJ Maxx in the States. And I work 11 till 7 today. So that's kind of like a full day. I feel like my morning was kind of rushed. And then usually when I get home, I'm ready for the end of the day, but I have to get that meal prep done, you guys. So join me, keep me company tonight, and let's do some meal prep. All right, we are going to start by baking the spaghetti squash first. So I got my husband to cut it in half and took the seeds out. And I have it at 400, and I'm going to bake that for about 40 minutes. And then afterwards, I just took it out and put it in a frying pan just to fry it up a little bit. I thought that would help with the texture a little bit. And then I started assembling my casserole. I did the Rao's sauce. I did a cup of that and mixed that with some ground meat, which you see there. And at first, I was going to layer it. So you will see me put down the spaghetti squash here first. And then I was going to layer it with the meat sauce and kind of do it like a lasagna type style. But then I decided that I would just mix it all together and kind of do it like a spaghetti bake. And I'm glad I did. It turned out really, really good since I mixed everything together. And the temperature and the duration for the spaghetti squash was perfect. It wasn't mushy or anything. So then I'm just going to add some shredded cheese on top. Once again, I didn't measure it. I just kind of took a handful, quite a big handful, and spread it over top of the whole entire casserole. I just have this in a pie plate as well too. And this gave me 3 servings, and it was really good. I was surprised from the smell of it at first. I didn't know if I would enjoy it, to be honest. It kind of had that pumpkin smell, which I love pumpkin, but I just thought it would kind of be a weird taste and smell maybe to make it as a spaghetti bake. But it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. All right, so that is all done, and then I ended up putting it in the oven. I think I left it at 400, I'm not sure here. And I just let it bake for not too long. I want to say it was probably 15 minutes or so, but it turned out absolutely perfect, and I enjoyed that. I got 3 meals out of that, and it was kind of a smaller spaghetti squash. All right, guys, I am going to meal prep some sausages here, and this is what I'm using. I'm using Original Smokies, and these are the macros on them. For one sausage is 17 fat, 1 carb, and I cut off the rest of it. So I am not sure exactly what the protein is, but it's probably protein packed. But I'm going to put this in the oven actually for probably about a half an hour. And while that's cooking in the oven, I am going to do some bacon wrapped hot dogs. These are the Country Naturals, and these ones are 0 carbs, 11 fat, and 5 protein in 1 hot dog. So I'm going to bacon wrap that and throw them in the oven. All right, so the hot dogs, bacon wrapped hot dogs are in the oven, and the Smokies, and we're going to check on them in about 20 minutes. I just have the oven on at 350. All right, so I also made this that I got in the grocery haul the other day, the rice, cauliflower, and broccoli. So the macros are 1.5 fat, 6 grams of carbs, 2 fiber, and 2 proteins, so 4 net carbs per half cup. I just divided this by 2. So I made a couple meal preps here. One is with the cauliflower. I put some shredded cheese on top with one of the sausages. Same in this one. And the bacon wrap hot dogs are just done, so I think I'm going to put one of the hot dogs in each cut up as well too, and that will be 2 meals. And I do have some of the spaghetti squash casserole that I made, so I think I'm going to have that as well as a meal, and I'll see what else I can make. I made some, we had tenderloins from the elk that one of our friends got. So I have those as well too. So I just got to figure out what to make with it. I might just make some green beans with it. I'll see. All right, this is, I cut up the elk tenderloin that my husband had butchered. So this is one of the tenderloins. I should have actually done it in a slow cooker because holy man, these tenderloins are huge. So that's just one of them. I'm going to cut the other one up as well too. And I'm going to have mine with a green bean casserole. So I'm just frying up the bacon there right now. I will link this recipe below. I've tried it before. I wanted to experiment with it and give it a try before I posted the recipe. So today you will be seeing the recipe. It's so good. Zoe liked it. Jimmy and Jenna, to be honest, they never tried it. They just presumed because it was keto it wasn't great. So, but they love green beans, like steamed green beans. So I'm sure they would have liked this. But that's what I am going to make with my elk tenderloins. And then for my husband, I have some rice that is just, I just make a minute rice. That's his favorite kind of rice. And he's going to have some rice and tenderloin. So this is the green beans that I had picked up in the store. I actually put them in the microwave because they just steam right up in the microwave. So they're just there, just kind of cooling off. But they are, the macros for this is 3/4 of a cup, 0 fat, 6 carbs, 2 fiber, and 1 protein. So I don't even know how much, that's 85 grams. Ew, that's like, so probably I guess 7 servings. But to be honest, I probably, in the pan, I probably divided into like 6 servings anyways. So that's okay, that makes sense. But anyways, this is the kind I get. It is a 680 gram bag, 24 ounces. And yeah, I pretty much used this whole bag. I think I used it last time, so we'll see. You just take like an 8x8 glass pan, which I have out here. And let's get making the casserole. All right, everyone, so we are going to be making this sauce, I guess you could call it, that we're putting with the green beans. So I just transferred my bacon over to a different pan that I had put the tenderloins in. I put 6 ounces of cream cheese. I put also some garlic as well in there. And I am going to add some vegetable broth. It calls for chicken broth. I don't have any. I'm just going to use vegetable. And it calls for about 3/4 of a cup. And I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to guess, which I do a lot of in recipes, if you haven't noticed that by now. And also it calls for about 3 ounces of cheese. So I'm going to grab the cheese, salt and pepper, and the Worcestershire sauce as well too. And we will put that in there. All right, so I added the cheese and the spices and the Worcestershire sauce. And we are just going to mix that all up until everything is melted. And I just have this on medium, so. All right, so let's finish this up and then we will go to the next step, which is pretty much just combining it with our green beans and putting it in the casserole dish. We're gonna put it in a buttered casserole dish, which is the glass 8x8 pan that I have out. All right, I have greased my casserole dish with some butter and I have mixed up all the greens beans. I used most of the package except for that little bit because I'm gonna keep that out for Jenna and Jimmy. But this is what it looks like. It looks so good. So we're going to dump that into our casserole dish. These are long green beans too. A little bit hard to put in the dish. Oh, there we go. Smells good, you guys. It smells really good. And like I said, Zoe loves this. I love it. It's such an easy side meal. I wanted to actually film this and have it out before American Thanksgiving. So we have our Thanksgiving in October. It always lands on Zoe's birthday. She was born October 12th. But that's when we have our Thanksgiving all the time. So we've had our Thanksgiving back in October. And like I said, the Americans, you guys just had yours here at the end of November. So I wanted to get it out before then, but never had a chance to make it again, just being so busy and everything, right? Okay, so that looks good. I am going to top that with cheese. Once again, I don't measure my cheese, you guys. This recipe also too, it calls for a topping with some pork rinds ground up. And I just top mine with cheese. I don't do the pork rinds. I just top mine with shredded cheese and bake it that way. So we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven. And I can't remember how long I have to put it in there. I will double check that once I put it in there and let you guys know. But yeah, just put it towards your needs. Like I said, I don't know. Like I don't mind pork rinds, but I feel like maybe Zoe wouldn't like it maybe with the pork rinds. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I just thought this was easier rather than me trying to grind up some pork rinds. I go for easy, guys. You know that. Simple and easy for meals. All right, let's get this into the oven. All right, I already had the oven on from all the other meal preps that I've been doing, so this worked out perfect. So there we go, and I double checked and it said 15 to 20 minutes. So we will check it in a bit. All right, you guys, I had left this in, it's 10:23, so I think that's about 18 minutes, 17, 18 minutes that I left it in. And it is done perfectly, so I will start dishing up my meals and prepping my meals for the next couple days with the elk tenderloin and the green bean casserole. All right, everyone, I am done. So that took me, I guess, about an hour and a half, maybe a couple hours. This is the one that you've seen first with the cauliflower rice and the one sausage and the one hot dog with bacon. This one is exactly the same. This one is the green bean casserole with that elk tenderloin. I didn't measure any of this. I'm sorry if you're counting macros. Please make sure that you measure your stuff. Even my recipes, I don't measure a lot of it. I do link the recipe down below and the macros for that recipe, but if you're following just what I'm recording, please don't. That's awful to say, but I don't follow the recipe to the T, especially when it's cooking. Sometimes I add things or leave things out, but I added just a little bit of butter as well too, just so for some extra fat, because tenderloin is very lean. At least there's some fat in the green bean casserole. This one is exactly the same as well too, so I have 2 meals for that. These were the leftover hot dogs wrapped in bacon. These were just the green beans that were left over. These were the sausages that were left over. And this was the elk tenderloin that was left over. And this is the green bean casserole that is left over. So the leftovers is what I'm going to be keeping in the fridge, and my family or I can kind of work at them over the course of the next few days as well. Like I said, this should last me probably, well, I don't know if I'll be eating like breakfast or meal 1 and meal 2. I probably will, to be honest, because I'm working day shift, or like I work 11 to 7:30 at Winners. So I may do that just for convenience for the next couple days. I'll see how it goes, but at least I do have like other options as well too, and the family does. And my husband's meal is right here. Like I said, I made rice. The rice is still in the pot. I just need to find a container for that. So at least my family will have some food as well too, since I'm working over the next couple 3 days. I highly suggest, I preach about this all the time, that preparation is key, you guys. The most of the times where I go off the rails is when I'm not prepared and when I don't have meal prep done, just because we are a busy family. Like, everyone is a busy family, right? You get it? You don't have time to be making all your meals at home. And if you can do some batch cooking and some meal prep, you know, maybe you have teenagers, maybe you have younger kids, or maybe you live by yourself and just on the go and you have a couple jobs, right? Meal prep is going to be easy, because even with this meal, if you weren't keto, I know a lot of my followers, my subscribers are keto or following a weight loss diet, but still you can make a meal out of this, right? Like, you can just grab one of these and some green bean casserole or some of the elk or whatever, and just make a meal, and it's going to be there and ready so that you don't order that pizza. Don't do it, guys. This is the month of December. We want to celebrate Christmas, so let's stick to our diets and let's just keep on going so that we can really enjoy Christmas and not feel guilty about indulging Christmas Day. Let's start the new year out with a positive vibe, and let's just stay to our goals, right? Like, stick with it. I know you guys all can do it. Meal prepping is really important. It's a mindset. Get your mind on it. My family doesn't follow keto, right? I have 4 family members that are in my house. Me, Jimmy, Jenna, and Zoe. I'm the only one that does keto, guys, and I make it work. The rest of my family, they have chips, they have rice, they have potatoes. Every day, almost every meal, it's always in my house, right? But I've got goals. I have priorities that I make myself, and meal prep is one of them, so I stay on track, all right? So you guys can do it. All right, guys, it's 10:30. I'm tired. I can't believe I actually did all the meal prep that I did when I got home from work. I got home probably and got started, I would say it was around 8:30, 9 o'clock, because I did talk to my brother. And by the way, it is his birthday today. So Clint, if you're watching this, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. He lives on the West Coast. He lives right by the ocean, the Pacific Ocean there out in White Rock in British Columbia. So I'm sure he's enjoying his day and enjoying the nice weather that they always get there. So that was a good conversation that I had with him. And I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content during Vlogmas. And also hit that notification bell. It'll notify you when I upload daily for the whole month. Well, up until Christmas. We'll see about the whole month. But Vlogmas, you don't want to miss any of my videos, right? And let me know in the comments if you're enjoying my vlogs so far. I've done a challenge so far. It's only day 4. We have still a lot of fun things coming. I'm telling you, you'll get to meet the rest of my family, just as you met Zoe on day 2 when we did the Westward Challenge. I will link that video here if you guys haven't seen it already. And make sure you're sharing my videos. It helps my channel grow, you guys. I got some goals here in the new year, and hitting the 1,000 subscribers is definitely one of them. And yeah, we'll see you next time, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go out.